All right, let's start getting this party started, guys. How is everybody tonight? Hey, Zyke, what's going on? We are gonna get this stream rolling because it has been too darn long since I've done a stream. Let's just be open and honest. I probably have been slacking way too much here. Life has been busy and crazy. But we are back tonight with a stream, and we are going to open up a package. This is an order I put into Hobby Haven for a new tool. So I know what this is, but at least I think I know what it is. We're going to find out tonight, because we're going to open it up, and we're going to take a look. Now, I just realized I didn't check these cameras. Oh, looky there. They're upside down. Of course it would be upside down. Hang on. Hold 1 second. There we go. That camera's now correct. That camera is also upside down. And now that is right. So, first off, guys, I'm sorry. I've been gone for a while. Life has been crazy. And we have been traveling a lot. I've gone back to working full time and just bam, 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 bam. But hey, you know what? I'm excited. We're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to take a look at this package because this package relates to a project we're working on and that I haven't gotten back to. We're going to talk. Hopefully this is what I think it is, and we'll be able to put this together and start working on our Enterprise G build again because, man, I need to get started on that build. It's been too long. And yeah, so I'm hoping this is actually the package. I think it is from Hobby Haven. The day it came is the day it said it was that was the delivery. So it should be. So without further ado, and with me knocking paints off, I really need to clean my desk. I know, guys. It's despicable. Let's cut a hole in there. Let's start getting in this package. What's everybody up to tonight? How's everybody doing? And tonight is also a first. If you are a member in my Facebook group, Rise 3D Printing, this should be streaming over there as well. And this is exactly what I thought it was. And in all good fashion, one, that camera's way out of position. In all good fashion, what do we do with stuff when we get packaging? We do that. We get rid of it. So, what did Mike buy? He bought their sander. So this is their portable electric grinder / sander tool. Because the Mr. Polish tool, Mr. G tool, polishing tool, that's hard to get. And it's constantly out of stock. So I wanted to explore some alternatives. That's what this is. This is an alternative, is this tool. I'm going to readjust this camera again, back it off a little bit, because this is part of why I didn't stream, is my equipment isn't working. So, but this is their grinding pin. So let's get this guy out of the box. Let's take a look at it. So cool stuff coming up while I get this out of the box coming up this week. Tomorrow, if everything goes right, we will have the Frozen Mega 8KS arrive. And yes, that is the goal for Friday's video. So this is the pin itself. That is the goal for this Friday's video, if not next week's. So definitely stick around for that. So just kind of my first impressions looking at this. Very simple. I like the built-in holder for the Allen wrench for changing out your bits. USB-C, that is a very nice touch. And it actually does have a charge. So that is a good thing. We've got a USB-C cable and a bit. So ooh, that's a really nice cable. So again, what do we do with trash? And yes, I clean it up later because we also got rubber bands. So, all right. And this guy has come with a cutting bit. That thing looks just wicked to be using against a model. So, okay. Liking what I'm seeing. Very useful tool. The tool looks like really good quality. I'm actually kind of surprised. But looks can be deceiving, and we all know this, because, if someone's bought some of the stuff, it may be part of the problem. But let's get in here and look at the next package. This package is all... So this is actually kind of cool. I like this. These are all sanding pads that go on the end of this little guy that goes in this guy. So what's cool about this is their size and that they're foamed. So if you guys are familiar with me using this Mr. Hobby G tool, it's foam, but look at the size difference of one of those. I mean, that's not even a quarter of that big bit. So these are going to reach into places that we can't normally get these bigger sanding tools in. And also the angle of it's different because you're going straight in to sanding versus having to come in sideways at it. So this tool is going to kind of change how we do sanding with these models and in these tight spots where these are going to be kind of cool. So I do not want to lose my sanding bit. And then the third piece in the kit is, what are these? Designed for use with self-adhesive sanders. Okay. I think I remember what these are. So, I think these are just sanding sticks. But you've got your grit, and what you can do, what these are carbon fiber sanding boards. To get in there and work around. So carbon fiber, extremely lightweight, extremely strong. And so irregular carbon fiber stick. I don't remember what these were for, in all honesty, because they don't have really a texture to them. They're just sharp here, but they've just kind of got a grit, I think is more what they are. Cool. Well, so we've got 600 grit, we've got 800 grit, we've got 1000 grit, and we've got 400 grit. Now, with what we're doing with our ship there, 400 grit is going to be where we would start. So, let's see how easy it is to get one of these. Really, really simple. Take it, hear it on the end of that. Take our set screw here. No, it doesn't go in the bin. Not on this channel. Not on this channel, Zai. I don't think so. Oh, did you just order it too, Mad Labs? Yeah, I was curious about it to see if it's even, you see some of these tools and it's like, is it even worth the money? And I'm curious if this was. Oh, there's 2 set screws. That's why I can't get it in there. Wake up, Meyer. Oh. There we go. Now, I have not charged this. Hey, Joe, how's it going? So I don't know how well it's actually going to behave, but again, that sander size, if those will stay on there, that's my other concern. They're just so small. And I like the foam. I mean, that little sanding nub compared to that sanding nub, that's pretty cool. And I like that I can go straight in instead of having to hold this sideways and go into it. So let's just kind of pick an awkward spot here. Now, this is 3 speeds. Speed 1, speed 2, speed 3. I'm just going to kind of get a feel for it at speed 1. I'm just going to sand around in here where it's not. Oh, wow. Ooh. That actually is working really well. I'm not even applying much pressure. I'm just kind of going along these ribs where I know there's support marks. And it's just knocking it out. And this is 400 grit, so it's not a light grit. I think I just found my first new favorite tool, guys. I mean, being able to go in at weird angles with that foam, that actually is really nice. Because you can go in at a weird angle with the foam and press in. And holy moly. So, and actually, I'll get the saucer section here. You can kind of see I got a little bit of paint splatter on it. And I'll just kind of show you how well this is actually working. It is just cleaning that paint splatter right off. And again, this is 400 grit. And this is acrylic just overspray. Because I've been doing way too many painting projects. But getting up along a seam and stuff like that, this is just being really, man. Where's this tool been all my life? I was actually really skeptical about this tool, but that is actually working really, really well. And if you guys see a dog in the background, that is our newest pup to join the family. That is Luna. She's curious. She hears something she's not used to hearing. She's a 9-month-old Great Dane, and I think she's going to be sticking around with us. That's really cool. And that was on the top set. That was on the lowest setting. Oh, wow. I think I will be ordering more sanding pads for sure. Guys, I was a little skeptical of this tool. This is a big win. Cool. I love it when things kind of become a win, because it's one of those things. Sometimes we see these tools. I'm going to talk about this a little bit. I'm going to talk about this problem. Sometimes we see these tools online and we're like, oh, that's just perfect. And it turns out to be hot garbage, right? In chat, jump in. I mean, there's a lot of garbage tools out there that are problems. And you get scammed with it. You get the tool. You're all excited. And it just doesn't work. It makes it really hard for me to want to buy quality tools online. Because even if the tool is insanely expensive, it may still be a hot piece of garbage. And it just really kind of scares me about buying tools online. Spending money on something like this, I'm going to be honest, I'm impressed. The quality feels really good. It feels really well made. I love the Allen wrench storage being built into the tool. USB-C, which is what most of our tools are, even Apple's moved to USB-C. So, man, I think I just found my I just found my new best friend, I think, for working on some projects with resin. Because a lot of times you don't need the projects like these small Star Furies. There's support nubs. And going in there with that big you can't get in there with the Mr. G tool. It's just too big. You take this guy in on low, and boom, they're gone. Just like that. All that support is cleaned off. For a small tool, for just a small adhesive pad, I really thought this was going to be just kind of junky, but this is impressive. The battery's holding up, hasn't even dropped one mark yet in charge. And I'm doing this much, I'm taking these nubs off with, this is 400 grit pad, but it's just working great. I hate to say it, I feel like this works better than my Mr. G tool. I feel like I have more control over it, being at this upward angle like this. And just the thought of being able to take this and get in and get rid of little nubs like that. I mean, that's usually just hand and a sand stick to get rid of stuff like that. And here I'm just doing it with the side of the pad. That's just awesome. I'm not losing detail. I know I'm going to really have to wash my hands here. But yeah, all those little pegs that were there, they're just gone. This thing is fantastic. Because there's one, you can see it right there. There's the support. I'm just going to take this guy. Gone. Gone. I'm going in around some pretty fragile pieces right there. I've got a ton of control. Where have you been in my life? Yeah, it is good for large areas. I've kind of gone away from that one, the red one. I've gone to the battery powered one. Because when I'm working on big projects, a lot of times I have 2 or 3 that I'm doing, and I just don't want to go eat all the batteries. So I'll use the Mr. G Tool Polisher 3. And yeah. So that's just really cool. Now I've got a fully primered one here. Let's see how easy it takes off a coat of primer. So if you primed it and you just got a bad spot and you need to clean off, I mean, I'm sitting here just running this guy. I can see a lot of uses, not even just in the mod. Whoop, and we finally lost the pad. Okay, so that's probably more my fault than the pad's fault. Could be it just overheated it. But that's the other nice thing too. There's a lot on those pads. They give you a lot. I think, yeah, because these don't come in that. But there are a lot of these pads with it. I'll have to go back and look at the price, but this wasn't, I think it was $65 for all this. And I think this is a really good $65 purchase right here. I think this is, yeah, I just pressed that back on and it's staying on there. But yeah, if you just need to go around and get rid of some set resin posts, boom, there it is. That tool is friggin' awesome, guys. What are your thoughts just kind of seeing it in action here? I wasn't even running at full power. I was at low. That is really nice. I'm pretty stoked, guys. That's a pretty cool little tool. Tell your significant others it's time for a Christmas one. This actually would be a really good stocking stuffer for any hobbyist. So definitely go check out Hobby Haven. It did take a little while to get here, which is not surprising. But no, that's really, really cool. I'm going to step away for 1 second, guys. I'm going to go wash my hands. All right, well, got a new tool to do a lot of work really quick. Because a lot of times when I print, I'll print like 15 of these in a plate and have to clean them up. So that's really cool. That makes this process not so terrible to do. I like it. Well, softer metals. What do I got? Softer metals. Don't really have anything around the desk here that would be a soft, like pewter. Oh, well, hey. Yeah, I do. Pewter from the Federation game. This one's primed. Let's take a look. 400 grit sandpaper. We're just gonna play around on the bottom here. I may have totaled the sanding bit, but so I don't see any damaging of the metal, anything like that. It's getting into the paint. I don't know. I don't know if I'm hitting exactly what you were hoping to kind of see, Zai, but I mean, this is just a pewter mini, and it's pulling the paint off. I don't see it damaging the mini underneath. Definitely having a harder time against this primer. This one's been primered with Vallejo because it's pewter. You can see that the sander is starting to get into the metal. And of course, I'm just staying in a concentrated area here. It's definitely working as a good polisher. I don't know if I would rate it for metals all that well. I mean, it's taken the material off, but definitely for resin 3D prints, this thing is a winner. It's not that noisy either. And I have managed to knock it down one battery notch. So, yeah, that was straight out of the package. Yeah, it didn't damage the Mini at all. I don't think it's going to have enough horsepower to round it out. But I mean, like, this is a ripping tool. You don't want to use that. But we've got more things to try and explore. And yeah, I'm pretty impressed, guys. So, part 2. One, I'm going to plug this in so it charges. But so part 2 of tonight's just kind of talking about where we're going. We're almost into 2024. Yeah, I know no one wants to hear that, right? You know, we're 2 months away from entering 2024. We've got new printers coming in. We've got new equipment arriving. And we got all kinds of fun stuff. We've got the Enterprise G build we've got to do. The other channel, we've got the Enterprise D big build going on. We've got... I'm wanting to get some Warhammer started over there because I've got all kinds of Warhammer projects going on. Because you can see in the background over here, there's just a ton of Imperial Knights that have their base coats, and I need to get to work on. And just kind of one of those things. It's just kind of the channel's kind of got to. I feel like I'm getting to a point where we need to pivot. We've had a lot of new machinery. We've kind of gotten away from actually doing the prints and doing that kind of stuff. And I kind of need to go back to that. I feel like I'm missing a lot of new stuff. I feel like I'm not showing you guys stuff that you need to see. So we're going to kind of go back and kind of hit that and start pulling more stuff in and getting stuff working on. Now, finding tools like this, you know, that's important. We need to... the tools that make it easier and faster to hobby, and especially as, you know, like even me, my hands don't work as well as they used to. So the tools help me do what I used to do by hand. And as we modernize, things just get better and better. So we've just got to kind of keep going. And actually, I should have just switched view here. Not the desktop view. Stage view. There we go. We got to keep kind of growing and working. I want to get more time back in the other workroom. The other channel, you guys may have noticed, it is back in that workroom. That's where that video all happens. So it's kind of one of those things. I want to start doing more back there, especially more of the building and possibly even moving the painting back there. But also, I want to reach out to you guys. I want to take the time to reach out. Either put it in the chat, the comments, email me, stuff like that. Oh, well, somewhere I'm getting a spam, so we'll block that real quick. That's been a while since we've had one of those. Looks like that came from Twitch. So, ha 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 ha. But I want to get back to kind of looking at the stuff you guys are looking for and kind of help you guys start building more. I want to start bringing some bust building into it and start doing some spotlights of what Rise 3D printing is doing as stuff for sale and different things like that too. So that's going to be definitely kind of coming to the channel, debuting more models because we've got cool stuff coming out and different things like that. But we've got to get them... got to get them out to you guys and where you guys can look at them and take a look at them. Hey, Steven, how's it going, man? But and I want to keep looking for little tools like this that are actually worth their money. Now, longevity term, we will find out if it was really worth the, I think, $65 that this all cost. But altogether, I mean, just sitting here and running it for that little bit, I'm impressed. And when it comes to especially sanders, it's honestly hard to impress me. I hate sanding. So a little tool that just comes in and does a fantastic job, that's a win to me right there. And that did a fantastic job going against these resin models and just cleaning them up and doing little cleanup jobs. It worked fantastically. I loved it. So it's definitely one of those things that I want to keep bringing that kind of stuff to you. And, leave it down in the comments. Do we want to see more work in Kira and Shinto Box? Do we want to see, what different things you would like to see for 2024? Help me with the ideas so I can help make sure that this channel is staying relevant for you guys as well. So just want to throw that out there kind of in closing. It's kind of one of those things. All I had tonight was that little sander. The Enterprise G, I'm still waiting on some parts to arrive to enhance that model. And we're going to start working on that again as well. Now that we're kind of back to a normal schedule, a lot of my travel is done. And we're just kind of getting back to more of a normal routine, which is fantastic because I know through the last couple months, the routine's been very disrupted. I haven't been on stream. I haven't been releasing videos as much, and hopefully we're going to start fixing that. So, all right, guys. Well, if you're new here and you liked what you saw, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Guys, give me those likes, please. They help out the channel tremendously. And again, let's see you guys down in the comments of what you guys would like to see for 2024. So thank you guys. I appreciate all of you. And if you haven't, consider joining our membership. The membership levels get you into our Discord where we talk about 3D printing, I think, pretty much every day, all day. So thank you guys, and we will catch you in the next video.